National Electrical Code, or NEC, Article 680 covers swimming pools, fountains, and similar installations. Section 680.26 specifically addresses bonding requirement. According to 680.26a, all metal parts of the following must be bonded together: the pool structure, a metal piping system, and the metal enclosure of electrical equipment associated with the pool, such as the pump and heater. 680.26b specifies the bonding conductor requirements. The bonding conductor shall be a solid copper conductor not smaller than No. 8 American wire gauge or AUG, and run in a manner that minimizes the possibility of accidental disconnection. There is an exception to this rule. If the metal parts are permanently connected to the pool structure by means of welding, brazing, or other approved permanent connectors, and if the pool structure is bonded in accordance with 680.26b, the metal parts are considered to be bonded. Section 680.26b2 addresses bonding to the main service panel. It states that the bonding conductor required by 680.26 shall be connected to the grounding electrode conductor at the main service panel. In summary, the NEC requires the bonding of all metal parts of the pool system, including the pump, heater, and rail, to the main service panel using a No. 8 AWG solid copper conductor. This is for safety purposes to prevent electrical shock and ensure the proper functioning of the pool equipment. Grounding the equipment and using a ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, circuit can provide some protection, but it does not meet the NEC requirements for bonding. The purpose of bonding is to create an equipotential plane around the pool, minimizing voltage differences that could cause electric shock. The bonding grid helps to ensure that all metal parts are at the same electrical potential. This significantly reduces the risk of dangerous current flow through a person who might come into contact with two different metal parts. Grounding, on the other hand, provides a path for fault current to return to the source, tripping a circuit breaker or blowing a fuse. While grounding is important for safety, it does not address the potential for voltage differences between metal parts in and around the pool. A GFCI is a device that monitors the current flowing in a circuit and quickly interrupts the power if it detects an imbalance, which could indicate a ground fault. GFCIs are very effective at preventing electrical shock, but they do not eliminate the need for bonding. Bonding is a supplementary safety measure that works in conjunction with grounding and GFCI protection. The NEC requires bonding to be done with a solid copper conductor because solid conductors are less likely to corrode than stranded conductors. Corrosion can increase the resistance of the bonding connection, which can reduce its effectiveness. The NEC also specifies the minimum size of the bonding conductor to ensure that it can carry enough current to effectively equalize the potential between metal parts. The bonding conductor should be run in a manner that minimizes the possibility of accidental disconnection. This means that it should be securely fastened to the metal parts and protected from physical damage. The connection to the grounding electrode conductor at the main service panel should be made in accordance with NEC requirements. It is important to consult the NEC and local codes for specific requirements related to swimming pool bonding. A qualified electrician should perform the bonding work to ensure that it is done correctly and safely. Improper bonding can create a dangerous situation that could lead to electric shock. The NEC Handbook provides additional information and guidance on swimming pool bonding. The National Electrical Contractors Association, or NEC, also publishes articles and resources on this topic. These resources can be helpful for understanding the NEC requirements and best practices for swimming pool bonding. Electrical Inspection Concepts also publishes helpful articles regarding swimming pool electrical bonding and can provide further insight as well. To further clarify the NEC requirements for swimming pool bonding, consider the following points. The bonding grid must be continuous. All metal parts must be connected to the bonding grid in a way that ensures electrical continuity. The connections must be mechanically sound and electrically conductive. The bonding grid should be installed before the pool is filled with water. This makes it easier to access the metal parts and make the necessary connections. The bonding grid should be inspected regularly to ensure that it is in good condition. Any damaged or corroded connections should be repaired or replaced immediately. In addition to the metal parts mentioned in 680.26a, other metal parts that should be bonded include metal fences, ladders, and diving boards. Any metal object that could come into contact with a person in or around the pool should be bonded. The bonding conductor should be routed as directly as possible between the metal parts and the grounding electrode conductor. Sharp bends and long runs should be avoided. The bonding conductor should be protected from physical damage. It should not be run in areas where it could be easily damaged by lawnmowers, shovels, or other equipment. The bonding conductor should be connected to the metal parts using approved connectors. These connectors should be designed for use with copper conductors and should be suitable for the environment in which they are installed. The grounding electrode conductor should be connected to a grounding electrode, such as a ground rod or a metal underground water pipe. The grounding electrode should be installed in accordance with NEC requirements. The purpose of the grounding electrode is to provide a path for fault current to return to the source. In addition to bonding, grounding, and GFCI protection, other safety measures that should be taken for swimming pools include installing a pool cover when the pool is not in use, keeping electrical equipment away from the pool, and supervising children when they are in or around the pool. Swimming pool electrical safety is a serious issue. By following the NEC requirements and taking other safety precautions, you can help to prevent electrical shock and ensure the safety of everyone who uses the pool. Remember to always consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work related to swimming pools. They can ensure that the work is done correctly and safely. Understanding the difference between bonding and grounding is crucial for ensuring electrical safety around swimming pools. Bonding, as described earlier, creates an equipotential plane, minimizing voltage differences. Grounding, on the other hand, provides a path for fault current to return to the source, tripping a breaker. Think of it this way: bonding is about preventing voltage differences, while grounding is about providing a safe path for fault currents. The NEC requirement for number 8 AWG solid copper wire is a minimum. In some cases, a larger conductor may be required depending on the size of the pool and the distance between the metal parts. Always consult with a qualified electrician to determine the appropriate conductor size for your specific situation. Regularly inspect the bonding connections for corrosion. Corrosion can increase resistance and reduce the effectiveness of the bonding system. Clean and tighten any corroded connections and replace any damaged components. When installing a new pool or modifying an existing one, be sure to obtain the necessary permits and inspections. This will help to ensure that the electrical work is done in accordance with the NEC and local codes. Educate yourself and others about swimming pool electrical safety. Make sure everyone who uses the pool understands the risks and knows how to prevent electrical shock. Never use electrical appliances near the pool. Keep radios, televisions, and other electrical devices away from the water. If an electrical accident occurs in or around the pool, immediately turn off the power and call for help. Do not enter the water if someone is experiencing an electrical shock. Use a non-conductive object, such as a wooden pole, to pull the person away from the source of the electricity. Perform regular maintenance on your pool equipment. Check the pump heater and other electrical components for damage or wear. Repair or replace any faulty equipment immediately. Consider hiring a qualified electrician to perform a comprehensive electrical safety inspection of your pool area. This inspection can help to identify potential hazards and ensure that your pool is safe to use. The information provided in this narration is for general educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional electrical advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work related to swimming pools. When dealing with electrical systems, safety should always be the top priority. The NEC provides a comprehensive set of rules and guidelines for electrical installations, and it is important to follow these rules to ensure the safety of people and property. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it is important to stay current with the latest requirements. You can purchase a copy of the NEC from the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, website. There are also many online resources available that provide information about the NEC. Remember that the NEC is a minimum standard. In some cases, local codes may be more stringent than the NEC. Always check with your local building department to determine the specific requirements for your area. Working with electricity can be dangerous. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. A qualified electrician has the knowledge and experience to perform electrical work safely and in accordance with the NEC and local codes. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure that your swimming pool is safe and enjoyable for everyone. The aim is to have a safe environment for all users in the pool.